How are we doing, future Joshua? I'm coming in extremely hot tonight, so I'm hoping we can get straight to it. Let me see if I can do something. Hang on, folks. This is really not what it's made to do. Maybe we can get this to work. I hope so, because I don't really want to read this out. This isn't playing nice. Okay. Is that gonna work? Okay, yes, that actually did work. I'm very surprised. So when I got up this morning, I was greeted with the fact that I had 2 YouTube comments. Awesome. Great way to start the day. Then I read them, and I have feelings. Okay? So we're just gonna go through this. So first of all, one comment was 3 hours before the other. And they start by criticizing my voice, saying that what irks them so much about my voice is that it could be pleasant, but there's something gay about the way I speak. And then they drop that classic and then go straight into talking about they don't know how people can play the same game over and over. They do it too, even though there's lots of things they haven't done, like the voices, the animations, the voice lines. And then they're talking about Morrowind, saying that the worst thing's the side quest. So like they've dropped what I'm pretty sure is homophobia of some variety. I'm not even gay is the thing. I'm on the spectrum, but I'm not gay, so inaccurate, first of all. I mean, is that like because I'm English? Maybe is that what you think gay people sound like? They all have English accents and incredibly deep, monotonous voices. So that's one thing. But then, and actually not 3 hours, 2 hours and 34 minutes later, they left a second comment and said, got a little curious and checked your YouTube. This is all comments on YouTube, by the way. World would be a perfect, utterly fantastic place if people like you didn't exist. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a nice, friendly, polite thing to say to a complete stranger? So that's how my day started today. I hope your day started slightly better than mine. Because that was not ideal. There was a time, for a long period of time, that would have seriously affected me. Now, it's a lot easier to cast off as the ravings of a madman. But it's still not pleasant, right? And I'm not saying everyone has to agree all the time. The world would be a boring place if everyone agreed about everything all the time. And free speech and open dialogue is how change happens for the better. So I'm nowhere near against critical comments or criticisms about my gameplay, the things I say, who I am, whatever. It's just, to quote the dude, it's just your opinion, man. You have the right to have an opinion about me, and I have the right to have my own opinion of me. And for a long, long time, my self-esteem was so low that I would be like, oh shit, okay. But best do something about that then. And while quite clearly none of those incidents knocked me off, I am still very much here. That's still not a really nice thing to say to somebody that, again, you don't know, you've never met, you've never spoken to. I don't know what else I can say, really. Because I don't want to give it any more. I've already been talking for 5 minutes, I don't know. And I don't want to give this individual who is going through clearly some kind of moral panic any more airtime. So that's how my day started. I hope everyone, apart from that person, had a wonderful morning or a wonderful evening, whatever it might be. Now to get to what we're doing here. We are here in Morrowind again. And I have spent a bit of time when the stream died last night. I went to this for a bit and then I was planning on starting again, and then I just got kind of sucked into that alchemy stuff. So we gained like 20 alchemy levels, and most importantly, have a look at that, we have 6,000 gold, all from alchemy. So highly, highly, highly rate alchemy. Well, this is not the way we're going. We are starting the main quest. In the last stream, we found... Actually, it was 2 streams ago. We finally found the Dwemer ruin we're supposed to be investigating. Then the last stream, we ventured inside and killed some bandits that were hiding out there. Used up all of our torches, then all of our candles, then all of our lanterns, and then we were stumbling around in the dark like Gollum. So we are coming in with 11, 12, 13 torches, which I'm hoping is going to be enough. We are here in Sadanin because I like starting the stream in our little shack. Again, not our shack, it's the shack of someone that there was a quest and they died and they don't need the house anymore. And so far it's the only like safe storage that we found. We're yet to be offered a house. Granted, we have not really started the main quest. Which, thinking about it in Skyrim, that's the first Skyrim reference of the night, you don't get the chance to buy, is it Breeze Home in Whiterun? You don't get that until... So when you kill the first dragon, when you defend Whiterun, so it's a couple of quests in, which I guess would mean sort of at the end of the one we're doing now, or maybe the one after, we'd expect something. I don't know. Where are we headed? We got to go to the fort, that's step one, and then north. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you've had a wonderful day, whatever you've been up to. I was going to play Dark Souls because last night's Dark Souls stream glitched out, which I was kind of grateful. It hasn't happened in Dark Souls for a while now, which I thought meant it was over. Clearly not. Here we go. But I was like, do I want to come into tonight's stream and then be playing something? I'm probably going to get a bit frustrated talking about the shitty comments, I should say, because the second one was, I don't know which one was more offensive, honestly. I mean, it's like, what's worse, the homophobic comment or the comment telling me that I shouldn't be alive? I'm going to say clip that, because I never get clips from Morrowind, really. It's not a category on the thing, so the detection is pretty awful. But if I say clip that, hopefully that picked it up. I will know that from that point onwards, I'm done talking about the bullshit. And now we are letting it go. We are moving on. This is not the right place. Why are we in here? I'm on autopilot. Here we go. Well, I am... hang on, folks. I gotta do. I didn't get to do it last night because the stream died before I remembered. So before I get sucked into Morrowind, I have two new. Oh no, actually, I think we shouted out Shadow Ghost. That was 3 days ago. But we have a new TikTok follower. The Bucket List Gamers. If you happen to be watching right now, thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Looks like they play some GTA, which I played GTA 5. I mean, I think everyone did. And I did the single player, which was admittedly pretty great. And I started the online, but a lot of the heists you had to have like, this is going to sound really sad, you had to have friends that were like doing it with you and you'd be talking to and all that shit. Sort of like if anyone played Assassin's Creed Unity, the French Revolution one, super underrated. They introduced in that all these like co-op missions. I think it was you and 3 other players, but it was the same thing, like, because it wasn't just a straight up firefight or something. You had to kind of coordinate, and in that it was stealth as well, so you had to be coordinating like all that jazz by talking. So yeah, I don't know what I know. They're still adding stuff, but it became from what I know, they kind of pulled a Bethesda, honestly, and they focused on the wrong bits in order to make as much money as possible. I don't think that's a particularly controversial opinion, to be honest. We are once again going the wrong way. We've got to go east, and then I think east from there. Yeah. Okay, well that was pointless. At least maybe can we wait until it's daylight? Maybe it'll be a bit more cheerful. Here we go. It's like we're home. I did have a lot of my coping mechanisms have not been the healthiest in the past, and to the point that they become almost as big an issue as the issue itself. The coping mechanism today was I had a really big coffee. I know that's probably going to sound stupid, especially I'm not going to go into it now, but compared to those coping mechanisms from the past, having a big coffee with more espresso concentrate in than you normally do, I'll take that. I'll take that. Here we go. So we're on the right track. This is the Dwemer Bridge, which means the ruin of, I don't know how we pronounce it, Arkingthand, something along those lines. I don't want to pronounce it gay or anything, not to bring that shit up again. Oh. I kind of hope we come across some bandits or something. I'm in the... Yeah, here we go, you pterodactyl fuck. It was the wrong day. It was the wrong day. Don't want to swing the axe in a gay way. The fuck does that mean? Honestly. Ah. I mean, I should say, like, because that was a YouTube comment, 2 YouTube comments, I should say. I was very, very, very flipping close to disabling the multi-stream and just doing Twitch. Because so far, I don't think we've had any. I mean, we've had some stuff, but not like I don't know. I guess it's because maybe it's not so much about the algorithm. So that dude, I'm assuming isn't subscribed to me, despite watching my stream for 2.5 hours. Sorry, I really don't want to bring this shit up again. I want to be chill. This is why I'm not playing Dark Souls, because I don't want to get frustrated. I want to be chill. I want to be chill. That's like it's like trying to fall asleep or trying to calm down. Like, wanting to chill does not make you chill. Where's the thing? We got a lever somewhere. Nope. Here we go. Crank that soldier boy. Here we go. Yeah, we'll just skip through there. Okie doke. So this is our character's first time coming in here, because I loaded the wrong save and then saved. So our character, I think we came in here and then we left. Yeah. So this thing on the ground, I don't want to start using the torches yet. I came in here and we looked in the crate and there was a couple of torches and we had that on us. In order to take the torches, I dropped that. Now I think we're good to take that because we got a bunch of carry capacity. Yeah. Because I decided this is now our only melee weapon, a little dagger, because we unlocked all the summonable weapons, which will level our conjuration, which is going to be good. So let's go with that. I'm in a battle axe mood, I think. So yeah, this is our character's first time in here. So I think we maybe killed 3 bandits. They, I'm assuming, are still going to be here now, and coming after us. We'll see. I mean, I'm assuming so. It would be weird if they weren't. The torches still, they're not particularly shiny, are they? Hang on. I'm going to try setting up a poll. I don't know if I'm going to figure out how to do that. Because it's only active when you're live. I don't want to hear my own voice. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. I am fairly sure I won't have set it up right. But I think there should be a poll. I set it for the maximum, which is 10 minutes, which is really not that long. And it's really weird. As someone that, for his final year, thesis, I don't know what you call it, for my degree, I went, rather than an experiment or some kind of, I can't remember what they called it, I went for a survey, which meant I was doing so much, like, algebra about fucking surveys. So, oh my god, I will be so happy if I never think about surveys again. Got 2-1, so it was good, it worked. But oh my god, very glad I'm not doing that right now. Anyway, there should be a poll up on Twitch. It's not on YouTube because I can't. They don't have it. I don't. It's free. If it's not free, let me know, because that's bullshit. But yeah. I really can't see. I think will we stood there with our torch out. That was maybe not the wisest decision ever. Here we go. Right, so if I'm remembering correctly, and I'm probably not, let's be honest, I'm probably not. I think when we came in here last stream, we checked out all 4 of these. Weeping, because I remember Weeping Bell is the same as the Pokemon, right? And there was some loot, there was some bandits, which is experience, but not the puzzle cube thing that we're looking for. So I think that I just about decided to head there and started making my way there, and then we ran out of torches. So I think what I'm gonna do we will quickly clear these. Not focusing too much on. I mean, we don't actually need the thingy here, the torch. We're just going to focus on clearing out the enemies, because I don't. If we go to wherever we're supposed to be going, and it, I don't know, triggers a bunch of enemies, and we're like running through here, and then these guys pop out and bam, we're dead because we didn't kill them earlier. I will be so annoyed because the autosave is basically non-existent in Morrowind. Ooh, yes please. So we are looking for, the name of the stream is Beginner looks for a puzzle box. No, Beginner finds a puzzle box, because I was trying to manifest that shit. I'm envisioning us finding a puzzle box. And while I'm pretty sure we searched this entire place, I also don't really trust myself. More to the point, I don't trust my memory. So we are going to check, but we're going to check without using the torch. Because while that would be nice, I'm fairly sure that the cube isn't here. So there's no need for us to be meticulously checking every nook and cranny. If we can actually hit the dude, which would be nice. As you might be able to tell, the axe is not a weapon we are particularly skilled with. Gold, yes please. Okay. Let's go to... Nope, okay, that one's lit up. I think I'm gonna... Let me manually unequip the torch. Because I really, 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 really don't want to run out. So we can kind of see down here. The place where we ended up going, you can't see shit. It's literally pitch black. Battle axe, here we go. Battle axe to the face. There we go. God, we're making a bit of a pile here. Okay, will Daffo have a little rest or have a little narcoleptic snooze in the middle of the dungeon? Why has he equipped the torch again? There we go. There we go. So from what I remember, there's no... Ooh, Heaven's Gallery. I think we cleared this place as well. I think at this point I got my hopes up, but it was just a couple more bandits. I don't think it was any kind of like bandit chief or anything though. I think we're still yet to find them. What's crazy in this game though is that they all have names. In I'm pretty sure in Oblivion and definitely in Skyrim, they're called like whatever type of bandit, whatever type of forsworn, whatever type of whatever. Here they're actually given names, which is not making it easier. I mean, granted, they are attacking us. Yeah, we got here, so this is the thing with the lava. And I thought, oh my god, wouldn't it be cool? This is a video game, right? There's gonna be something across the lava. Nope. Absolutely nothing. This is new, though. I don't think we've been up here. What we should use... Can we sneak up here? No. I do actually have... I spent a lot of money for this. A levitation spell, which this is the first time we're actually using it. We tried it and I thought it's like flight, right? No. Basically all it means is that you just keep walking. You can walk no matter where you want to go. You do have to be careful because it does run out. And then gravity becomes a thing once more. Ooh, this is definitely somewhere new. We definitely didn't get here. Yeah, it's getting a bit dark. Oh, we've got someone. We don't want to make us levitate right now. Oh, sugar. We got too many spells, that's our problem. Yeah, come on, this is not the time to take a moral stand. Okay, we're going to have to use a potion. 10 points for 5 seconds. Oh, okay, so what's that, about 50? So maybe we'll Down 2 of them. There we go. That's doing the trick. Once again, these people all have no armour. They got pretty decent weapons, but they just, for some reason, just do not wear armour. This way? I think it might be time for a torch. First yawn of the night. Which is actually earlier than normal. Don't normally get a yawn for about another hour. Oh my god, guess what I watched today? I don't know why. I knew it wasn't going to be a fun time. I watched The Green Mile. Big Stephen King fan. Well, I'm a big Stephen King adaptation fan. The only books of his I've read are... I read Misery, and then I tried going in order, so I went Carrie, then I got a compilation short story book called Everything's Eventual. Then I tried Salem's Lot, and it bored the fuck out of me. I could not get into that. And that kind of put me off because I said to myself, right, well, we're going to go in chronological order. Because then all the lore and the Easter eggs and stuff, it will all definitely make sense if you go in the order it was written. Or as much sense as it would. I know some of them get very weird. And The Green Mile is another one. Another adaptation that I absolutely love. Helped by Frank Darabont. Not sure. The dude that did the first couple of seasons of Walking Dead. I think season 1 and 2, when it was still super like dark and gritty and grimy and basically like a long movie. After that, they started making more money and they fired him, and it was still good for a while. I haven't seen any of the new ones, which is a shame. I know one of them has Stephen Merchant in. I think it might be the Daryl Dixon spin-off. I'm not sure. Yeah, I was super into Walking Dead for a while. Actually, on 2 occasions, I did the really JB special. Super into it, super obsessive, and then burnt out. So I watched the first, 7 seasons, something like that, in about 2 months. And then got burnt out. Then tried Fear the Walking Dead, which was good. Because that was a prequel. That was really good, actually. Nick on that show. Very good. Then that was when I first got Disney Plus. Then I tried getting into it again about a year ago, and it was good, but I got to like the same point I got to before, and I'm just like, it's just the same every. I don't know. It's like when we were playing Dead Island 2. And at the start was really good. The pacing was really good. The action was really good. The horror was really good. And then it just started dragging everything out way more than it needed. Here we go. And you need that, like, that rhythm. Otherwise, I drop. And I have a pretty good attention span for, like, TV and movies. I am good watching slow stuff. I am awful at that. In fact, I will take a slow, long movie over a short, snappy one. Okay, we've got a lot of shit on us right now. That we should probably get rid of. But we're here now. Ooh, this is our first dwarven item, whether it's armor or weapons. I'm interested to see how that's going to look in this game. It is usually kind of, I mean, I'd say gold. I think it might technically be brass. And I never really used it in Skyrim. Because I tended to go light armor in the early game. And I did the same in Oblivion until we started Oblivion Remastered. We did that, and hang on, here we go. Oblivion Remastered, which we haven't been back to since I started Morrowind. I was like, oh crumbs! Is this the dwarven, the Dwemer being? Shit. Okay, we haven't saved, so I'm just gonna nip on back here. Okay, so there are actual Dwemer constructs in this. I did not expect that. Very pleasant surprise, but I did not expect that. So we gotta go bound. I think I'll stick with the axe. Excuse me. Why is this not working? Did we not cast it? Here we go. Let's try this again, shall we? Yeah, so there's Steam as well. Okay. Oh shit, we didn't save, did we? Oh, that was the whole point of going back there. Okay, so that thing is very tough. Very tough. I think we might have to stop using that. We got to go for something we've actually got levels in. Otherwise, I mean, like 3 hits and we're down. Which is not good. Here we go. I mean, can we... Here we go. Let's just have a little snooze. Could try just using the spear. We got points in... I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. Here we go. Where's it gone? It was definitely here. I did not hallucinate it. Oh, hang on, we got a person here. Yeah, I can see you're trying to sneaky sneak. But that is not going to happen, I'm afraid. I'm pretty sure there was a person. Oh, a dwarven spectre. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's the big metal fella. Which they do have the same. They move on like a sphere, which is the same as in Sky. Obviously, they don't look as good. They're not nearly as animated. I don't think they got any sounds, but very cool that they're in this as well. Dwarven Spectre. What's a Dwarven Spectre? The metal things I understand because that's their whole deal. But everything else, not sure. Hello, hello, hello. We have not yet found a puzzle box. We are still looking. Deep or I think we're going deeper and deeper and deeper. We are still looking. Oh my god, they got the spider ones as well. Oh, super freaky. That actually looks really good. They're like, the skeleton looked super good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Oh, sugar. Okie doke, back here with some more lava. This is not feeling like a fun time. One more. One more. There we go. Centurion spider. Ooh. So I don't know what these are. I thought they were something that we could smash. Don't know if that's me going all Bruce Banner. But they look like something that should be smashed, right? Okay, I have no idea where this box is. Where would I be if I was a mysterious puzzle box? Where would I be? I don't think I'd be in a deep ore passage. That sounds like a mine shaft or something. Unless it was like unearthed. Ooh, shitting hell, what is that thing? We are getting our butts handed to us. And we got no weapon. Okay. Don't know when we moved from the bandits to full-on Iron Men. Can we rest? No. Wonderful. Let's go for... Could try the arrows. They're not super satisfying. Where's this other enemy? Oh, hang on. That's the same thing from down there. So is this some kind of spiral layout? Did we do it? Yeah, see, now we got no way of putting the arrow back. Okay, there goes the timer. We should be back. Which unfortunately means I'm going to have to listen to myself. Yes, we're back. Well, I feel a little bit better after talking that shit through. Even though I didn't go super deep. But it's nice to vent for a little bit. Because it's very oh Jesus. It's very confusing. Is that the right way? How do we get back to the main bit? Rather than going all the way to the deepest part, which I'm assuming is the deep ore thing, there was a right turn right at the beginning. And I think before I want to go back to where it was bandits. If we can find our way back. This place is so much bigger than I was expecting. Because, yeah, so that way, all of this so far has been through Weeping Bell Hall, which was the left turn. And we are yet to see what's there if we go right. I said we're not going to check this place because we checked Weeping Bell Hall last stream and there was nothing here. So we're just not going to bother. Turns out there's a load of, loads of other stuff. But we're going to try that right turn. This is the equivalent of giving up on the Four Kings until we've got some levels. Until... was it here? Where's the map? Hang on. Yeah, so we want to go over here. So we want to go right. I don't know. I mean, we have levitate now. So we don't fly. But we don't have to rely on bridges. Not that that really helps. How on earth? Hang on. Let's get a torch. This is why we bought a load. Nope. And the torch is gone. Wonderful. This way? Or is that where we just came from? Oh no, here we go. I think this might be the right way. If we start coming across loot that we haven't taken, then this is going to be the right way. Here we go. Here we go. Slightly concerned that we're going deep again. But I'd rather check this place. I know we're probably going to have to go to the really horrible place. But I'd kick myself if we did all of that shit and then didn't find it, and then on our way out we're like, oh, it's right there. That would be slightly frustrating. So even though I don't think this is gonna work, yeah, Weeping Bell Hall, we are not going there. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna be thorough. Right. Which way did we come from? I think this way we gotta go to. Yeah. This should now be somewhere where we haven't been. Oh. Oh yeah, hang on, that's a person. Oh, sugar. Let's just quickly bail. Let's have a little snooze, and then we'll go whoop that person's behind and see if they got the puzzle box. What do we need to equip? Should we go axe? Here we go. Okay. Wildly chop away with the battle axe. There we go. Again, that's what you get for not wearing any armor. How else did you really see that going? Alchemy ingredients, yes please. This is all super expensive alchemy ingredients. Alchemy that I would never normally go for in a game. I maybe do enough to craft like a health potion or something, but I never usually go for alchemy in a game like this. I'll go for crafting, like blacksmithing or something, so that we can upgrade all our weapons and all that jazz. But alchemy, I'd rather play the game than be sat in a menu. But we needed a way of making money. And turns out alchemist is a very well-paying job. Very well-paying. So, yeah, I'm not seeing anything. This is cool. That's just cogs. Okay. I am not seeing a puzzle box. Not gonna read that. Sorry. No. I've got to go this way then. Well, that was a bit of a letdown. I had high hopes. I thought that was going to be it. Here we go. That's that person. That's that way. We tried. Ooh. Fab. Let's go back here. Not entirely sure where it's going to be then. Well, I was hoping to avoid thank you for the advice. Recommend holding the attack button. I have not been doing that at all. Like at all. Because we've been missing so often, I've just been going, like, attack as fast as we can. And then hoping that one of those makes contact. But yes, absolutely, I will try doing that. I think maybe now, because we're not entirely as hopeless with our weapons, we should be able to hit a little more often. Oh, I don't think this is the right way. Yeah, I don't think this is the right way. We've been there. All of Centrifuge. That's where we started. All of this is, okay. I don't want to resort to looking this up. I don't want to be beaten by a puzzle box. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. The damage ranges indicated in the weapon descriptions are functions of how long you hold the button. Oh. Well, that explains a few things. I just figured it did, I don't know, maybe a flat 20% bonus or something. So that is very good to know. Because some of our weapons, I mean, granted right now they're all conjured, but like that's 5 to 21. That is insane. So all this time we've been doing 5 damage. This is where we just came from, I think. Yes, this is where we just came from. Not seeing a puzzle cube. Is that like a Elder Scrolls Rubik's Cube? Or is it some kind of magical artifact? Okay. I think we're defo going to have to go with a torch. This is why we brought them. And we have 9 left. That's more than we had at all last time. That's where we came from. This is these bits again. And we've checked all of this. We'll take a goblet. What am I missing? What really obvious thing am I missing? I'm gonna kick myself because I'm sure this is super obvious. And this is the second stream now where I've been trying to find where this thing is. I mean, honestly, I am enjoying that part about the game. Because if this was Skyrim, we'd literally have a marker taking us directly to it. And that's good. But it's also nice to have to explore and have to engage with the world. I don't know. It's like I remember doing this in RuneScape back in the day. I was not super into it. I didn't have the paid thing. So I wasn't into it as much as some of my friends were. But I was still pretty into it. It was free. There wasn't a lot of good free games that could run in a browser. And because I was a kid, I kind of did the same that I'm doing with Morrowind, and I had a, like, I mean, then it was an actual notepad where I'd write all the shit that I had to do. Because otherwise I just end up kind of doing like I'm doing now, mindlessly wandering, hoping for the best. So I think we are now back in the hub area. These are all the different doors to Weeping Bell Hall. And we tried going all the way down there, and that didn't work. Maybe it's... I might be tripping here. And I don't know how we do this if we didn't have the levitate spell. I swear I saw something in the middle. Like a platform or something. What about if that's the way we go, have we been in there? That's like halfway up. Can we, is it maybe going to be something like we drop down? I really should save before messing around with this much more. That, oh, sugar. Oh, yeah, this is somewhere, right? This is like on top of... I don't know why our screen is so red. What do we have? Yeah, we don't have... I thought maybe we were poisoned or something, and we don't have a disease, so I think the screen is just very red. We're not in combat because we can rest. Nope, still red. Okay. What's this? Ooh, we have a door. I have one door there. Is that it? Or is there another one over here? Nope, okay. Okay. Well, this... I have a good feeling about this, then. Purely because I don't know where else there is here. Oh, hang on. Hello, sir. Who might you be? Hello, friend. Come on, get that axe. See, this is the one bad point. I mean, there's many. This is a bad point about only having conjured weapons. Yeah, you get a bunch more carry capacity, but you have to actually cast them. Oh, well, we did it. Expensive belt, very nice. Cheap potions, definitely taking those. Scrolls of lockpicking, yes, please. Gold, yes, please. I think we've got a mug and a goblet and a pitcher. I will check because we need stuff to decorate the shack that we have occupied. We don't have a pitcher, I don't think. So we'll take that. I'm not worried about the cog. And that's 50 carry weight. That's madness. Okay, we are actually over now. Oops. We got too much stuff to decorate our place. Well, we could... Could drop that. That's 30 carry capacity and it's only worth 70. $32 for 80. Is that... That's the same value as the iron armor. I am tempted to just ditch that. Yeah. Well, we've done that. We've achieved something, which feels good. I was coming in very hot for tonight's stream, and I don't know. I could have... I mean, I still might spiral, but I talked through what I had to talk about, and I didn't have a complete freak out. That's another win. Purely selfishly. More mugs and goblets and pitcher. We did get a pitcher, right? I just want to be super sure. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, there's the boss fella, but I'm yet to see a puzzle cube. But I'm fairly sure that this is now the only place left, aside from going all the way back down to the deep or mineshaft thing. More cogs and bowls. Dead dude. Empty crates. More goblets. More empty space. Candlestick. But we need that to light up the room here. I'm not seeing a puzzle cube here either. I am very disappointed. Where the heck is this thing then? He wasn't like holding it or something, was he? I figured, I mean, that dude was called Boss Creto. I'm assuming boss means the same thing in Elder Scrolls as it does in Earth. I thought that would mean, well, if it's anywhere, it would be here. Ooh. Oh, yes. Okay. I mean, every horror movie I have ever seen in my entire life says, if you find a puzzle box deep in a ancient ruin, maybe don't pick it up. Maybe just leave it. But we actively need this. So I hope we're not now cursed or summoned by hellraisers or anything of the sort. No diseases, that is good. No diseases is good. It's good because I didn't know what the top left by the terrible mini-map. I didn't understand what the symbols were because I hadn't really been on this thing, so I hadn't seen, oh, that's your the current effects. So these first three, they are always there, which is slightly annoying because that's from us being a Breton. So if we'd chosen another race, we would have different ones. So it's slightly frustrating that no matter what character you choose, you always have three things in the top left, three icons up, using up valuable screen space, reminding you of the race bonuses and debuffs from when you started, but they will never change or go away, so what's the point? But and that fourth one is the ring we have, which gives us a teeny bit more magic. But if another red one comes up, I'm like, shit, okay, that means one thing. We got some kind of disease. It's probably kind of gross. It's usually hell joint, which does not sound like a fun time. Can't remember, we had a couple of others. They definitely have stranger names in this. In Skyrim, they are like medical names in Latin. I mean, not Latin, like Elder Scrolls Latin. Old-timey science talk. In this, it's called what like the folk tales would call it. So we have things like hell joint that, I don't know, is that arthritis? Because we have that in, that's not a fantasy thing. There's blight diseases, which I don't think we've got yet, but I know that the potions to cure it are more expensive. So I'm assuming that means they are more serious. I'm going to use another torch because I'm going to be so pissed. I'm going to be more pissed than I was when I saw this morning's YouTube comments. If I now fall all the way down and we lose it. Because we just about found that cube. I don't much like our chances of finding it again. I should say as well, I was just checking it. I have... Oh, hang on. I did not know that when there's a sandstorm, our character puts his arm up. That's very cool. I did not know that. Right, let's unequip the torch. Yeah, that's surprisingly immersive. I'm very surprised at that. I can't remember what I was going to say. I've got to go west, back to Balmora now. Oh, crumbs, we've got enemies nearby. Oh, shit, it's one of those dinosaur things. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Is that it, or is that a rock? Or is that a rock with the thing behind? Oh, yep. Ooh, what is this thing? It's like a crocodile head on 2 legs. That is very freaky. I think that's maybe up there as freakiest creature so far in Morrowind. No. We came across the... I don't know how we pronounce it. It's like Dreuugh. Dreuugh. Which was some kind of half man, half octopus demon. That was very freaky. Might have to use a potion here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, we got no stamina. We got enough magic to make a difference, but we got no, Failed. 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 There we go. Better late than never. Oh, and we one hit did it. Nice. Okay, now, okay, perfect. Perfect. Sleep until we see the sun. God, my hands look, frankly, badass right now. Because normally, I don't have I don't have tattoos or anything on my hands. Got a bunch other places, but none on my hands. So they just look like normal hands, right? The left hand's a bit more, I don't know, tough, because that's the fretting hand when I play guitar. But just normal hands. But right now, on the back of both of my hands is a big scratch from my cat. And it's at the point where it, like, the scab has gone, just about, but it's still got like a defined mark. So right now it looks like I've been wrestling tigers or crocodiles. Like I'm surfing with sharks or something. No, my cat just got a little bit too excited, as he quite often does. Here we go. Balmora to the west. Okay. Oh my god! So I was watching Blair Witch. What was the first? Was the first one just called The Blair Witch Project? I was watching that. I saw that when I first started getting into horror, when I was 16. That's one of the first ones I watched, and I remember loving it. But then since then, I've seen like 1,000 more horror movies. More to the point, I've seen all the movies that it inspired, all the found footage stuff like Paranormal Activity, Wreck or Quarantine, the English version. So many like not in franchises. They tend to be the better ones, I think. But I've got like 10 minutes left. I didn't want to. I wanted to be in as good a headspace as I could be in, given the YouTube comments. And I figured maybe don't get super freaked out before we start. Gonna get anxious already. We don't need like the crescendo of a horror movie. But I forgot that it's pretty good. It inspired all those movies for a reason. And I can only imagine what it must have been like at the time, like before found footage was. Now it's like, oh yeah, it's a certain percentage of movies are found footage. It's normal. But at the time, that would have shit me up. I think we might be going the wrong way. Oh no, that's where we're going. Very freaky. I haven't seen the sequel from a couple of years later. I have seen it's a separate thing. Blair Witch from like 2017. That would be my guess. That was all right. And I know there's they did a Blair Witch game, which I don't really see people talk about. So I don't know if that's a bad thing. Here we go. Well, hello again, Caius. It's nice to see you've dressed for the occasion. You can't say that it's a surprise now because you sent us to go get that box. Wait, this... Oh, no. Oh, shit, it wasn't this guy. This guy sent us to that guy, Hasfat. And Hasfat wouldn't tell us the answer until we got his puzzle box. Okay. Never mind. I thought we did it there. Hasfat is in the Fighters Guild, I think. Because we went in there to talk to him, but we didn't join. So right now, the only faction we're with is the Mages Guild. Although I think it might be time soon for us to leave Balmora. So far, the only games that the only settlements we've been in, are Seydanine, Pelagiad, and Balmora. We are yet to... I know Vivek City is, I think, the capital. There's a whole bunch with super weird names. And I think we've... I don't want to say we've outgrown Balmora. I know we still we haven't joined the Fighters Guild. We haven't joined the Thieves Guild. We haven't joined the Morag Tong. We haven't joined the Dark Brotherhood. We haven't joined the Imperial Cult. We haven't joined the houses. So that, I guess, is content that we could do. So we haven't outgrown Balmora. I just think at this point I'm hoping the main quest is going to take us on to the next place. Because as nice as Balmora is, I'm excited to see where else the game goes. Where Fighters Guild going the wrong way once again. Idea Skyrim. Idea Sky... I mean, I don't know what that means. I am more than happy to talk Skyrim, though. I do that too often as it is. And watching me examine the shelves twice and walk away was nerve-wracking. Thank you. Thank you very... It feels like an achievement. Whereas if I'd looked it up, I'm assuming it would tell me exactly where. In which case, yeah, you still found it, but you haven't found it. I think I was expecting something a bit bigger and a bit more artifacty, maybe something glowing, or... And I was expecting it to be on a pedestal or something. Not tucked, like, at the back of a shelf. Hasfat. Where is Hasfat? Not here. Here, mate. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yes, we have your... Oh, yeah, we found it. Disappearance of the dwarfs predates imperial written records. Dunmer oral accounts record that the Dwemer were utterly destroyed by the gods for profane practices and impiety. Dwarven ruins are scattered across town. See, I thought it was only Skyrim. And weapons, armour, housewares, coins and other items of Dwemer design are often found, but the circumstances surrounding the disappearance of the dwarves remains one of Tamriel's greatest mysteries. Okay, oh yeah, okay, so I didn't see this. We didn't see this the first time. That would have been helpful to know, but we've done the favour. Enjoy your Hellraiser puzzle box. The sixth house and the never ever 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 everine. Seem to be for setting up a Dwemer key to open a specific lock. Okay, so is that maybe where we ended up going in the deep place? But we want to know what the sixth house is, and we want to know what the never ever everine is. I'm not super fussed about going back to Arkingthand. I mean, we did just finish it. But what can you tell us? Oh yeah, we've... Shangra Musgob. I think we've met that person. That name is familiar. And what was the other thing? The never ever everine. Oh, the sixth house. House Dagoth is the sixth house. The lost sixth house. In the First Age, House Dagoth betrayed the other great houses during the War of the First Council and was destroyed for their treason. I can answer any questions you have, but I'll also give you some notes to give to Caius and recommend some sixth house references he should read. Hasfat's notes has been added. Okay, so we got this mysterious sixth house, the Dagoth house, which I'm assuming is making a comeback or something. And we've got this never ever everine, which is, I mean, I'm assuming that's going to turn out to be us, the player, right? Because Skyrim, the prophecy is that there's one last Dragonborn. What a surprise it turns out to be the player. Oblivion, I guess, doesn't do that. You're just a dude. The chosen one is actually Sean Bean's character. That's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler. That's the premise of the game. This, I'm assuming maybe we are the Never Everine, and that's where it's going. Where are we headed? This way. Because I've heard of the Never Everine. I've also heard of but I thought it was Dagoth, and then I thought it was Dagoth dash UR. I don't know how you pronounce Dagoth. That I'm sure if you have a if you speak Spanish or Portuguese or something and you roll your R's, Dagoth, but rolled, oh, that would sound so cool. When I say Dagoth, it kind of sounds like I'm throwing up. It's like Dagoth, that or I hate the guy. And I'm like, Dagoth, ugh. So, I mean, based on that alone, I'm assuming they're not good. Right, let's see what Caius... more XP per enemy. I am... I am still in the blind panic phase. We are not going into combat necessarily with a plan. But it's I still can't believe that heavy attacks, that's what the damage range is. Disturbing dreams. Okay. You're not going loopy on me. Yes, I am. I'm not going loopy, Caius. I am fully loopy. Who's this guy? Nightblade Gildan. What was that for? Nightblade. What was that regarding? Oh, it's just okay. I thought we went through all this guy's dialogue. Yeah, I thought we did all of this. So how do we give him the info? Hang on. That was cute. Okay. So this is coming from the mouth of the... Let me check. He is head of the Blades, I think. Which means they are the elite guard, the secret police, the spies, the intelligence, for the whole of the Empire. And this is when the Empire was still like all of the Empire. Because I think by Skyrim, Redguard seceded. The Somerset Isles did. And I think... Shit, what's the name of where the Bosma come from? Is that... Where do the Bosma... Valenwood or Valenwood. Yeah. I think my very first character when I got Skyrim on release at 11/11/11, I think the very first character I made was a Bosma, a wood elf. And then we came across there was some glitch. I can't remember what it was. I think it was something with the Thieves Guild. So I'd gotten, I don't know, like 50 hours in, joined the Thieves Guild, done some stuff for them, done a lot of the main quest, and obviously experienced it all for the first time. And we got some bug that meant that we couldn't advance anymore in the Thieves Guild. Or it might have been the College Winterhold, I don't know. But at that point, the game had just come out. It hadn't had any bug fixes or anything. So my option was carry on, never doing all those missions and all those story bits, or start again. So I started again, and I don't think I've played a Wood Elf since. So I don't know. I'm not as familiar with... I don't know any cities in Valenwood, for example. I mean, my Elder Scrolls knowledge is pretty bad. I used to be so good, but it's been years since I played Skyrim, years since I played Oblivion. And since then, I've played so many other games that I've got sucked into the lore. A lot of it's familiar, but it's still... Rithleen. Why? No, we're talking about the... Right, yeah, so the point I was going for. This guy basically is, he knows as much as the Emperor does. So this is the unbullshit version, or at least it should be. Some Dhamma believe that an orphan and outcast, a youth born on a certain day to uncertain parents, will one day unite all the tribes of the Dhamma, drive out the invaders of Morrowind, and re-establish the ancient laws and customs of the Dark Elven nations. They call this orphan and outcast the Nerevarine, and saying that Nerevarine will be a reincarnation of the long-dead Dunmer general and first councillor, Lord Induril Nerevar. There we go. I am never going to be able to pronounce that word properly. And the Sixth House, a trusted informant, says they're a secret cult associated with some strange events recently. And more important, my informant thinks these recent disturbances are related in some way to the Nerevarine prophecies. Okay, so they are related. I was kind of wondering. So what are the Nerevarine prophecies? That's just the folk tales. Right, but we still haven't... How do we give... Didn't the guy give us something to hand over? But do we have to look at it, maybe? Nope. Here we go. Oh, hang on. This is... We got big boy lore. Okay. Hang on, the timer's going to go in 40 seconds. And this shit is going to take longer than 40 seconds to read. what I do for a chiropractor. Okay, we should be back, but I think I might have whacked the camera slightly, very gently and with kindness, but I think I might have accidentally spanked it. I realised as well, I haven't had my, normally I put my lights in stream mode, which is more of a cyberpunk vibe. Honestly though, it kind of suits this game when it's more darker, because then you see the glow from the lamp over there and it looks more like a medieval, I don't know. Okay, gotta read this shit. So this is the notes prepared by Hasfat for Caius, the spy master, about the sixth house. All we know is that it's called House Dagoth, they are extinct, and it's got something to do with the Never Ever Everine prophecy. Perfect. Okay. Not to bring this shit up again. I hope I don't speak in a gay way when I'm reading this. Fucking hell, that... Oh. Okay, anyway. That's a throwback to the start of tonight's stream. House Dagoth is an extinct great house. In the wake of the ancient Battle of Red Mountain, its leadership was revealed to have plotted treason and was discredited. Many of House Dagoth died defending the house. Those survivors who were faithful to the great houses, to the Great Council, were redistributed among the other houses. The temple says that ancient, legendary evil beings that dwell beneath Red Mountain in the Dagoth region are the original leaders of this extinct house, sustained by some powerful, evil sorceries. Hang on. That's a bit of a revelation. So under the mountain here in Vardenfell, or Morrowind, or whatever the place is, it Morrowind or Vardenfell? I'm not sure. There are, according to the temple, ancient legendary evil beings that were the original leaders of Dagoth, of House Dagoth, right? House Dagoth, which plotted treason during this war thing with Induril Nerevar. These books include references to the Sixth House and its destruction. The bookseller Darissa Darvel over in the commercial district might have copies. Okay, so do we have to go find those? Right. I can see this shit coming a mile off. Of course it wouldn't be that simple. Well, I guess we have to go book shopping now. That will be fun. I cannot remember the last time I bought a book in a bookshop. I love looking around them. I could spend so much money there, but they're just so expensive. And it is not even like support independent bookstores. It's like the chain, the only chain of bookshops in the UK. I love wandering around there though. Oh, they always have like special editions of stuff, and it's awesome. It's like when I go, I haven't been actually I don't think I've been since the whole virus. I used to go like once a week, twice a week to the comic shop, which is super nerdy. And it was awesome. I love it. Just looking at all the artwork on the covers of all these graphic novels is incredible. And then they have actual, like, they have merch and stuff, which is awesome. Something cool that I remember. I don't know if we have any Doctor Who fans. I know we've had a bit of a chat about Doctor Who before. Yeah, I don't know if we have any Doctor Who fans watching tonight. I don't know if I call myself a doctor. I was a Doctor Who nerd when I was a kid. But when I got to about 15, 14, 15, I was like, Okay. A, I'm getting older, and B, it's getting more child focused. So it's like, it wasn't just one, it was both. So I quickly moved on. And it's one of the things that I haven't rewatched. So all the Christopher Eccleston, Doctor Who, David Tennant, all that jazz, I saw once when I was a kid, and never since. So I don't know how it would help. I'm sure those, because when did the revival start? Like 2005? And I was into that shit for a good 10 years. Because it's less violent than Star Wars, right? So it's the kid friendly sci-fi show. I remember some shit from the Christopher Eccleston stuff was hella scary though. Again, no idea how it holds up. I'm sure the effects are probably absolutely dire. They were never great. They were always cheesy and a bit low budget. But I'm sure now they're cheesy and low budget in a cringy, awful way. Where's this bookseller? I don't know where this person is because we've never been there. Yeah, the reason I brought that up, the Doctor Who stuff, is the comic shop in question. At one point, they had a life-size Dalek there on display, and it was very cool, much like a lot of the other stuff they've had there. And it was either made or designed by or something, but somewhere on the card, it was one of my old therapists, who used to do a load of cosplay stuff and designing, not 3D printing and clay modeling and all that sort of stuff. Very much not doing it artistically, doing it more technically. I don't know if that makes sense. But that was super cool. That was a what the fuck moment. I have never bumped into a therapist before. That would be not fun. Luckily, basically every therapist I've ever had, the reason why they stopped being my therapist is because they moved away. So it's not really an issue that I'm gonna bump into them. That'd be very freaky. Especially because there was so much vodka floating around my brain at the time. I don't know if I recognise them. Some of those early ones, I was 15, 16? So that's 12 years ago. And since then, my entire body has been through hell. Surely we're not gonna just nick it. Here we go. Here's a person. So what are the 4 books that they recommend? I don't think I've ever played a game where someone's been like recommending us reference books, and now we've got a list and we're going to the bookshop to check it. Like, okay, hang on. Rather than writing, it will be quicker. And now I have my new phone. I don't need to worry about the memory. So let me just take a picture of that. Perfect. Right. So let's have a look. I don't suppose there's a topic like, hello, we're looking for these books. We're going to have to manually go through. Morrowind, yeah. I mean, I should check everything because this is the first time we're talking to this person. And I don't want to kick myself later if there was some really obvious, I'm a bookseller, I buy and sell books. Really? I never would have put that together. Okay, let's see what they've got. So we're looking for the War of the First Council, Saint Nerevar, Nerevar Moon and Star, and the Real Nerevar. So anything with Nerevar in the name, and also the War of the First Council. I do have some books back at our shack that we've picked up. I don't know if it's one of... Maybe... I think we've got the War of the First Council. I'm not seeing any of the ones we're looking for. Yeah, there's not a single... Oh, for goodness sake. Darissa Darvell. That's her, right? Yeah, that's bloody her. Oh, well, that's hopeless. Bloody hell. What are we going to do now, then? I mean, are we going to nick them? Has she got it on the shelf somewhere? Because we don't have to... Oh, no, we do have to take it. Not seeing anything here. We'll check upstairs.
Is there something I can do for you?
Honestly, after that, the puzzle cube, I'm not assuming that this is going to be obvious. This, for all I know, could be tucked underneath a pillow or something. No idea. No. So far, I think they're the books that she was actually selling. So I don't know that we're gonna... We'll check upstairs, though, in her personal stash. Many, many, many copies of that book. Shit, no. And because we haven't been to another city, that is the only bookseller we know. Not great. I could try going back to our shack. Because I think that the War of the First Council book, I'm pretty sure that we have that. Door to Balmora. Yeah, there's no door to the secrets. Chest of books for general sale. What about that one? I mean, people are watching. Maybe that's not a good idea. Well, we hit 2 hours tonight. I know that's comparably nothing. I know my longest is 7 hours? 7 hours or 10 hours, I'm not sure. I think my longest is 7 hours. Technically, there was another one that was 10 hours, but I took a huge break in the middle. And normally when I do that, the stream will glitch and end. So we when I've done a long one, we haven't hit that again. But it's better than under 2 hours, and I'm like, I'm a bit disappointed. I should say as well, I have a clip ready. It's been edited, synced, captioned, all the jazz that I have to do to it. So I will be posting that, and unless I literally fall asleep the second night in the stream, I should be posting that tonight before I go to sleep. So I will say the same thing that I haven't actually said for a couple of streams now, because I haven't been prepared. I've only had the one post done, but today I have 2 done, so I can say it. I will post it, and then however many, if it has any, however many, blah, 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 blah. If it has any, the number of likes will determine how many hours early tomorrow's stream starts. There is no pressure whatsoever. But it's a fun way of motivating myself. It kind of forces my hand, because I think it's happened twice. I've said that and had a post ready and then done it, and it's had a couple of likes before I've gone to sleep. And I then feel like it's an agreement that we've made. So I push myself to do it. Whereas if I haven't done that, if I'm not obligated to do it, then the time starts passing and I'm still sat here deciding what to play, like getting distracted, getting whatever. So no pressure whatsoever. Who's this? Hang on. What the fuck is this? I am a sleeper, one among thousands. I bring you a message. Dagoth calls you, Joshua, and you cannot deny your lord. The 6th house is risen, and Dagoth is its glory. Huh? Dagoth he is the lord and the father of the mountain. He sleeps, but when he wakes, we shall rise from our dreams, shall sweep our land clean of the noir. Why have you denied him? As Lord Dagoth has said, all shall greet him as flesh or as dust. I mean, that doesn't sound like a friendly fella, does it? Giving me the hard sell. The 6th house, the sleeping house, House Dagoth, house of Lord Dagoth, the true house, the one house to welcome all true Dunmer and drive the Enwar from our land. Take heed, Outlander, the day of reckoning is at hand. Take what you can and leave our place, for when Lord Dagoth comes, this will be no place for you. Okay. Hella ominous. And then, oh yeah, slagging off Solstheim. Super creepy cult messages, and then, yeah, by the way, don't go to Solstheim, I've heard it sucks. Well, that was weird. Was that person? Yeah, that was very freaky. So, I mean, do we go back to Caius? And say, like, some dude was trying to sell us on the... That was very odd. I should probably save, because that feels like some kind of story progression. What should we call it? What was that thing he was calling us? Enwa.
Is there something you need?
You know, it's weird. I've heard people say that in Elder Scrolls subreddits and stuff. I've heard that name come up. That is like, in Skyrim, it was Milk Drinker, which was like the default insult people would say. In this, it feels like it might be Enwa. I don't know. So, wow, let's look for the... Oh, well, we can level up. That'll be good. Oh, we can't level up here, can we? Let's catch the Silt Strider. I mean, that person definitely wasn't selling those other books. So I'm a smidge confused. I thought when they said go speak to that person and get those books, they'd have... Oh, bloody hell, it's the dude again. Yeah, fuck off, Landras. Very creepy. I say clip that again. That might be a clip when we come across our first... what have they called it? Sleeper? Clip the first sleeper? I don't know. Yeah, we defo checked in there and there was nothing, right? I mean, we could try, like, the general traders. Could also try the mages. It feels like something that maybe the Mages Guild might... Maybe, I think there's someone in the Mages Guild that sells books. Feels like a magic kind of thing, right? Yeah, none there. I think that actually might be a better shout than the general traders. Unfortunately, it means going back to the Mages Guild and doing all that jazz again, but...
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
I hope you've had a wonderful day if you're just joining now. It is very late. It is ridiculously late. And I should definitely be sleeping. We will see. Oh my god, look at that faux burner. That shit looks awesome. We can technically afford it, but it took a lot of alchemy to get this much gold. And we need it for stuff like repairs and the Silt Strider. So far, I haven't bought a weapon or armor, or we're just rolling with the shit we pick up. I think it's down here, right? The bookseller. Not you. This guy, maybe? No. What about this guy? Barter. Nope, that's just potions. can discuss the Nerevarine cult. What does that mean? When you've taken care of the errand. Why are we getting an errand from... What's this person's name? Sean Gra Muzgob. Hang on. Okay. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
How fare thee, friend?
I don't think we're going to find it there. I'm pretty sure the first one we have, though, back in Seydanine, in the shack that we've occupied. We'll go have a look.
I can spare a few minutes.
Right, we got to find the Silt Strider. Oh, and we've got a like on the YouTube stream. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Thank you so, so much. That, or I've spoken about this before. That means so much because it's not a passive thing. Like, a view is just the algorithm serve. I mean, it's not nothing. It's especially when it's multiple. I think one of my streams, the streams never normally get many views. It's the clips that get a couple hundred views. But one of the streams got something like 65 views on YouTube, which was awesome. But yeah, like a view on something like whatever is, at least in my brain, I'm like, well, it could be someone watching. It could also be someone that the algorithm served it up. They took one look and swiped away, which is probably what happens for most people. And I don't judge them for that. It's entirely your prerogative. But that's why when someone follows or subscribes, if it's YouTube, or likes or comments, unless it's comments like we had this morning, which I don't want to bring up again, it means so much more because it's like that the algorithm has served you up and then someone's gone, oh yeah, they're not a complete piece of shit. And you have to actively click something or sign into an account or whatever it might be. So that's awesome. Yeah, we are in Sadanin. I got a bit turned around there. For a second, I was like, shit, did we Silt Strider to a new place? Because I don't want to Silt Strider to a new place. I know right now we could technically go to any of the cities on a Silt Strider, but I want to physically go there. We'll make the journey, learn where it is, and then I'll feel comfortable Silt Striding it. Otherwise it feels a bit... I mean, there's not fast travel for a reason. Where the hell are we going? I am so turned around. Where's our shack? Not that one. Right? This is an Argonian, I think. Yeah. Nothing there. Think ours is next door. Again, not ours, but someone died in a quest. And now it's ours. He is not needing it. So this is our only safe storage. It's our only place to drop stuff. And as you can tell, the one thing this game has, it doesn't have a physics engine, but you can drop stuff wherever you want to within limits. So the table especially is just covered in assorted shit. There is some kind of logic. I mean, crumbs, I've got a guitar on our bed because I like playing guitar before bed. I don't do it much now because I'm streaming right before I go to bed, but got a shoe corner because I have a shoe corner. Yeah, so let's have a look at those 4 books that we need. I think I'm very close to ending tonight's stream. Right, War of the First Council, Saint Nerevar, Nerevar Moon and Star, and the Real Nerevar. I think it's the War of the First Council that we have. Because I think I read that and it explained a little bit about who the Induril Nerevar dude was. I might be wrong. Oh yeah, here we go. War of the First Council. So, do we now... Should we read it again now that the game's told us we should read it? Okay. I think I will read that out when we play this next time, and then we'll go on from there. But we have the book, that's the main thing. The other three, no idea. But we got those. Oh, no, didn't mean to just drop it there. Okay. Well, thank you so much, everyone and anyone that's taken a second to spend with me this evening. I apologise that I was coming in so hot right at the start, but it was really healthy to talk it through rather than internalise and self-destruct. So once again, I am grateful for having this space to be 100% unfiltered me. It wouldn't have any benefit if I was coming on here like playing a character or having an agenda or something like that. Like, why I find this so helpful and beneficial is because I am super honest. It's like a diary room in Big Brother. And I think I get out what I put into it. And because I'm honest and I'm vulnerable, I feel better about those things. If I came on and I had stuff going on and I didn't talk about it, then I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't make a difference. But I don't want to do that. So yeah. Well, let me do a save here. We'll do a post-save stream. Thank you so much, everybody. I will be posting a clip as soon as this stream ends, when I get in bed all snug and cozy. And if it has any likes before I pass out, the number of likes will determine how many hours early tomorrow's stream will be. No pressure, I'm not fishing for it. But that's the thing. If you want to do that, I spoke about why I do that earlier. I don't want to do that again because it's super late and I won't explain it as well. But thank you, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever you're up to, or a wonderful evening, a wonderful night's sleep, whatever it might be. And I will see you again for tomorrow's stream. Don't know what we're playing, but if you want to choose what we play, if you're in the mood for a specific vibe or a genre or a game I've mentioned that I wanted to try, or a game we've played and haven't played for a while and you want to see what happens next in the story or whatever it might be, just leave a comment and then I'll see it, and then I'm more than happy to. Otherwise we'll see what the universe tells me to do, what I'm feeling tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Take care. And I know we're not playing Dark Souls, but don't you dare go Hollow. Made it another day, and I'm fucking proud of you. We are smashing it. We collectively, we are smashing it. Okay. Where's the... Why can't I see where the thing is?